Okay, we're going to start with vegetables. I got some of the arugula, which this stuff is really good, or organic arugula. My store didn't have any, so I had to go get it at Trader Joe's. Let's see, what else? We got some Tuscan kale. This is great because it's chopped, and usually I'm really lazy, and it's just easy to throw into whatever you want. I picked up some broccoli slaw, which I can just throw in a salad, or I can just throw it in and cook it too. Either way it works. Shredded carrots, because, again, the lazy way. And then I picked up some of the little baby mini cucumbers, because those are like really tasty to have with some hummus or whatever. Pack of limes, because I always need fresh lime juice. A lot of times I'll buy a bunch of limes and then I'll juice them and I'll just freeze them in jars, little jars, so I have them so they don't go bad. Same thing with lemons. Picked up some lemons. I got some bok choy. I never bought their bok choy before, so this time I bought it, and I've been eating it lately, and I really like it, warm or cold. So, and I got bananas because my dogs get a banana every day together. They split one, and I have a couple bites. And then, of course, the Japanese sweet potato. Normally they come in the bag called Murasaki, but a lot of times they have some really tiny ones in that bag, so not all year long do they have the bulk ones, but they've been having them longer and longer, and I like that. They're $1.29 each, so if you buy the biggest ones you can find, then you get a really good deal. And make sure you do not microwave these when you cook them. Bake them in the oven for like 375 for an hour, hour and a half is usually about what I do, just until they're soft enough. And you can actually freeze these once they're cooked, because they come out just the same once you thaw them in the fridge, and then you can just use them in your air fryer or whatever. But it's a good way to stock up if you don't have them in your area. Shiitake mushrooms. I got some of these because these are really good. And I don't buy them very often because usually they're really expensive, but I thought, what the heck. The mini grape tomatoes, which, you know, salads, whatever, roasted in the oven, any way you like it. And speaking of tomatoes, they have these little packs of sun-dried tomatoes, and it's just tomatoes. And then I buy these every now and then. I don't use a lot of breadcrumbs, but once in a while I do, so I like the Japanese style panko. I picked up another bag of flax meal because I eat about a tablespoon every day in something. I got some tempeh, which is made out of soybeans, and it just looks kind of funky because they're all pressed together, but a real good source of protein if you're looking for that. I don't really worry about protein, but I mean, I know a lot of people do. And then I got some of this sriracha tofu, which I checked the teriyaki one had oil in it, and this one didn't. So I really don't, I try to stay away from oil. And sometimes there's a little sugar that gets in, but for the most part I don't eat sugar either. And salt sometimes creeps in, but I really don't cook with salt or sugar. So if a little creeps in, I'm not going to worry about it too much. But this is pretty good. Quick, easy meal to throw in with making a bowl. And I got the regular sprouted tofu, and I like it because it comes in these two little smaller packs, so I don't have to have such a big open container, because I'm the only one that eats this way in my house. So everything I buy plant-based pretty much is for me. And then we have the tomato paste, which is convenient, in a little squeeze tube. They also have, I love their salsas. Salsa verde is like one of my favorites. I think this might have a tiny bit of salt in it, but I don't use it like every day. Their fire roasted tomato salsa. Oh, it says no salt added, so even better. So this one is a good one too. I love this. This is a new tomatillo and roasted yellow chili salsa. So that one looks really good. I think I've had this one. I can't remember, but it is pretty good, I'm pretty sure. And then I like their, this is hasn't been around that long, I don't think, but it's pretty good. It's got a smoky barbecue coconut aminos, so it's a little bit less sodium than like soy sauce. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got 160 milligrams per tablespoon. And again, I don't use these products like a lot. I just have them for like seasonings or whatever, so a little always goes a long way. And then there are coconut aminos, which is good. There's 200 milligrams of sodium in that, but I think there's a lot more, way more in low sodium soy sauce, like 500 I think, or something like that. And I like to have these pears. They're just in juice, so those are nice to have for blending. Sometimes I make like a whipped cream type of a thing. Not really whipped cream, but like it's a whipped topping type thing. They're green chilies in a can, fire roasted. Those are good. And I like their refried beans. I don't buy these ones all the time either because they do have salt in them, but I do use them for stuff for the family too, because they eat some stuff that's obviously not meat. But I have rice vinegar, which is always good to have for dressings or whatever. They have these cute little bottles of date syrup. I think their packaging is what makes you buy everything because it's just so cute. So I just got, this is like my preferred sweetener. If I'm going to sweeten something, I use date syrup or dates, or I make my own date paste. And then my favorite, their soy beverage, which every time I go there, I try to buy like 12, which is probably not the best, but sometimes you go and it's out, and it makes me mad because I have to drive over an hour to get there. So this just has water and soybeans, and that's it. So I love that. This was new. It's raw pumpkin vinegar. It contains the mother, and it's just pumpkin vinegar. So I thought that might be kind of fun to put in like a little dressing or something, or just add it to some hummus and thin it out. And then I got some, I have the golden raisins. I love their golden raisins. Come in a big pouch. Corn tortillas, which are great. And if I don't get them used up right away, I'll either make them into chips, and then they can stay in a bag, or I'll freeze them. And it's just white corn, water, and lime. So can't go wrong with that. They have quick cook steel cut oats, which usually if I make steel cut, I usually make them from not the quick cook kind, the regular, or I'll use the oat groats. But these are good to have sometimes in just recipes for if you're making cookies or something, some kind of an easy, simple. I bought this for the family because it's got a lot of sugar. It's non-dairy oat beverage chocolate, but someone might be interested if they're looking for another beverage. But it does have a lot. It's got like 13 grams of sugar, so it's not really, it's got sugar, but it's better than, to me, it's better than cow's milk, and I don't drink it anyway. So, and then I got some frozen stuff here. I'm gonna try this rice for my family. It's Spanish style. I think this came out new this year, or maybe it was out before, but I haven't seen it before. And this does have some oil in it, so I won't eat it. But it'll be good for my family because I know they will eat it, because they do like my family likes to eat the vegetable fried rice. This is great to have, and it cooks up in just a few minutes. And this also has, I think, a little oil in it too. So I don't eat that either, but at least it's got a lot of vegetables and stuff for the family. Got to try to keep them a little healthier. And then I love their super sweet corn. And I love the roasted corn. This is good too. This is new for, I think this one is just seasonal. And I normally don't eat the orange sweet potatoes, but these are like, they're little, they're just like little pieces of the sweet potato. And you just throw them in the microwave for a couple minutes and they're done. And you have mashed potatoes, or like I'll put these as a scoop like in a bowl or something, and just, have those on the side instead of like, if I don't have a potato made, this is quick and easy. These are new too. I'm not gonna eat these either because I don't really eat white bread. I would love to eat these because I used to just love this kind of bread, but I don't really eat this anymore because once I start, it's hard to stop. But my daughter had these already, and she said they were super good, so I bought another package. And I love their little Brussels sprouts. These I just throw in either my air fryer or or if you, just the oven, and just cook them so they get nice and crispy. And I'll throw on maybe some balsamic vinegar, the kind that's more the thicker one, like California balsamic or Napa Naturals, I think is what it is called. And yeah, so I got some artichoke hearts because it's just good to have on hand. And my last thing is I got some cherries because I love cherries. These are great if you want to make like nice cream. Just like freeze up some bananas and freeze up some cherries and either blend them up in your Vitamix, or if you have like the creamy, put it in a pint and blend it in your Ninja Creamy or whatever. So that's it. That is my haul. I got a lot of stuff, but I only go once maybe every few months because it's like I have one that came closer. It's a little over an hour away, and then I have one that's like an hour and a half away. So yeah, so if you have a Trader Joe's near you, check out some of these products. And I will hopefully see you on another video. And if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thanks.